Hi there, Lulu. Andrew here. Let's get straight into your technology essay. I can already see that you have very impressive writing. This should be a cinch. So the issue of technology adaptation, it's not super clear. I get what you mean, but that may be just because I've read this essay 1,000 times. And also, just to start with, your writing is some of the clearest that I see. So don't worry too much about these criticisms. These are simply improvements. Number one, these background statements, while they help us to set up our essay, they're actually not necessary excuse me, in the exam. They won't score you any extra points because the requirements of an introduction are that you discuss the contention, both sides of the argument, that you give your opinion, and that you discuss very briefly the two arguments that you will use, the two main ideas that you will talk about in your body. So we can begin simply with, while some people believe that humans should adapt their behavior to emerging technologies, others hold the view that new devices should only be designed to meet existing needs. Personally, so yeah, we do need your opinion actually in here. So you partly agree with the statement. So personally, I believe that both ideas have merits. As advances to technology increase productivity, yet the over-dependence on technology weakens humans' intellectual capacity. I love your intro. I think you have covered most of the points, all of the points actually, but in order to get your opinion in there as well, it needs some rephrasing. So the first sentence should discuss the two sides of the argument in a discursive essay. And then next you should give your opinion, followed by a brief explanation as to why it's your opinion, which essentially is just due to, and then first idea, second idea. So some people believe that humans should adapt their behavior to emerging technologies, while others hold the view that new devices should only be designed to meet existing needs. Personally, I believe that both ideas have merit, as modern technology improves productivity, yet overdependence could weaken human intellectual capacity or human intellectual potential. So then the examiner or the reader is not surprised at all by any ideas that appear in your paragraphs because you have already outlined them here. Also, when writing your body paragraphs, you can refer back to your own thesis just to ask the question, is this relevant? Have I already raised this point? If not, it's probably best to not write it. Firstly, humans, plural, should adapt to technology in order to work effectively. This is due to the fact that with the accelerating pace of modernization, new technologies are introduced into modern offices to increase productivity, which places pressure on employees to stay up to date with technological trends. For example, the majority of companies have updated their office software or have replaced their desktop office software with services such as Google Drive, iCloud, and Microsoft Azure, comma, which are practical solutions for organizing and sharing frequently used or frequently accessed work-related resources. Therefore, it is clear that employees who adapt to technology in the workplace will complete work more efficiently. As a consequence, these people are more popular with employers and tend to get more promotions, plural. So in this essay, there is a danger of using the word technology too much, because it's in the question. So we should try to think of as many synonyms for technology as possible before we start the essay, to make sure that every time we want to use the word technology, we really ask ourselves, should we be saying something else? Have we already used this paragraph? So things like devices, gadgets, electronics, or refer more specifically to things like you have done with Google Drive or Microsoft Office packages, mobile phones, pagers, tablets. We need to make sure that we are varying our language as much as possible. Despite the numerous benefits brought by technology, over-dependence on convenient modern gadgets can result in a decline of intelligence, or a decline in intelligence. This is because, with the convenience of modern devices, people are tempted I would say this is due to the fact that people are tempted by the path of least resistance, and the convenience of modern devices is beneficial in terms of efficiency and ease, but harmful for intelligence. For example, the invention of the calculator allows primary school students to solve mathematics problems by simply inputting the data instead of understanding the underlying mathematical principles, or concepts actually is fine. I'd use a full stop here. Since the process of analyzing mathematics problems in the mind develops intelligence, it is not hard to understand. I would say here actually, since the process of analyzing mathematics problems in the mind develops intelligence, it can be said, or it follows, these are logical next steps. Since this, it can be said that, or since this, it follows that. But you must take care to ensure that they actually are logical next steps. Logic must be employed at the same time as the phrases. So it follows that over-reliance on technology may diminish intelligence. So you may notice that in the last few sentences I have been removing some words, because in IELTS, or in academic writing in general, precision is absolutely imperative. So if there are extra words that don't need to be there, they should not be there. If the same meaning can be achieved with fewer words, it should be. That is a very, very firm rule. So to conclude, although technology brings tremendous benefits to humanity, and it is necessary to adapt to emerging trends, it should not be forgotten that excessive reliance on modern devices or on convenient gadgets can weaken human intelligence. Good. I think you have a very well-considered argument there, but I think there's a need to reduce your word count slightly in favour of precision, in favour of efficiency. The principle is called brevity. To be breviloquent, to speak with brevity, is to speak efficiently, to use few words to convey the same meaning, to have a high density of information in your words. This is a good thing to keep in mind, a good guiding rule in academic writing. But what I'm really impressed with here is that you covered all of the task requirements. You did understand that this was a question of what ought to happen. Many people misunderstand the question because they don't pick up on the should nature of it. They think it's a question of whether humans have adapted to technology or whether humans will adapt to technology. They don't understand that this is essentially a question of consequence. What do you think ought to happen? What do you think will happen if this happens? And as a result, what do you believe should be done? So well done. Work your way through, listen carefully, and send me your next things. Speak to you soon, Silvia. All the best. Bye-bye.